They saw birthmarks all over her body. She couldn't quite explain it. They'd always just been there.
Ugh.
Most people don't know this.
Oh, hey.
That the Crash Test Dummy song, the reason he wrote it like that, it's the hailing beacon for the undead.
Works pretty good.
Most people don't know that. That's why I'm here, to educate and inform. You can raise the dead by repeating the second verse of the Crash Test Dummy song.
Yeah. Speaking of crappy dead things.
That horrible thing that I just did is 1,000 times more entertaining than Winchester.
Exactly. Lord God, fuck this motherfucker. Hey, do you want to know how to make a intriguing looking movie and then make it terrible? You should call the Winchester people. Cause my fucking God.
Whoever cut and edited the trailer to the movie should have made the movie. Because the trailer made this movie look so much better than it was.
Oh my God.
Now, at first, throughout the first act of the film, I was thinking, you know what? This isn't as bad as people are saying it is. Like, it's not good. It wasn't like a good movie.
It wasn't good. It started off here, and it was like lowering me down gently. Like, okay, that's enough of this. All right, we get it. Come on, let's get to the good stuff.
There was no good stuff.
Yeah, they forgot the good stuff.
One of the ghosts in the movie literally looks like remember those old costumes that you used to buy in the boxes that had the mask and the plastic? This guy's face looked like the plastic mask of Frankenstein. It was so fucking stupid. But like, the first act of the film, I'm like, okay, this isn't terrible. It's watchable. I was like, this is dumb, but it's entertaining me. Like, and Jason Clarke's performance in this movie is actually really good.
Yeah, he was good in it.
Like, his character absolutely cannot stand being sober. Like, he has to be fucked up all the time.
High on poison.
Yeah, he's taking droplets of laudanum to poison himself. And on top of it, just chasing whiskey. Every time you saw the first act of the film, he did not have something that would get him fucked up.
He was fucking definitely drowning his sorrows.
Yeah, drugs, alcohol. When the person comes up to recruit him, because his job in the movie is he's a doctor that's going to assess Sarah Winchester to see if she's competent enough to run the company.
Yeah.
But when the guy shows up to ask him, like 3 different women walk out. You can tell they're barely holding their clothes on, like they had just gotten dressed real quick and they're leaving. All of them kiss him on the way out, and he's just like,
yeah, he's tore up.
I will give it to Helen Mirren.
That was the best part of the whole movie.
Oh, the opening scene, wasn't it?
The first 5 minutes of it.
And I can't really fault any of the acting in the movie, because Sarah Snook was her niece.
Yeah.
And Sarah Snook was in a movie called Jezebel that was really good. And the director of this movie made another movie a couple years ago called Predestination that was a great movie with Ethan Hawke, and she was in that too. She was in this, and she was pretty good.
No, the acting wasn't bad. No. It was just the movie itself was fucking terrible.
The director of this film should have been the cinematographer, because actually it was shot okay. Like, some of this, the way it was shot, you got the isolation of being in the house and all that, and I actually enjoyed the way it was shot, but this movie needed like 3 or 4 rewrites.
Yeah.
And a different studio should have made it, because somebody should have stepped in and went, look, we got to reshoot this. This is bad.
This is just ass.
We're going to get to the end of the movie. The end of this video is going to have some spoilers, because I don't like to do spoilers, but I'm going to warn you now, we're not going to reference the end till we get to the end of this video and we say, okay, here now, spoilers, because we have to talk about the last fucking 5 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's going to happen.
We're about 2 years now, we've been seeing movies regularly at the theaters together, and this is not the worst movie I've seen in the theater by any means. It's not, because parts of it were at least entertaining.
It's close for me. It's very close to be, it's bottom 5.
It was the worst ending I've seen in a movie, in a theater, and I can't remember the last time I saw a movie
in
with
any
the worst
movie
ending.
ever. ever. Any movie in the history of movies, none of them ended as badly as this movie.
I don't know. Insurgent 2 ended worse because it lets you know there was going to be Divergent 2 because it lets you know there was going to be a Divergent 3, and that was a little bit more of a letdown than this.
That's
but
kind of
I didn't.
shitty, but
Oh wait a minute! I did see Insurgent in the theater. But no, and all kidding aside, this was the worst ending in a movie I've seen in a long time. Normally I'll be like, well, it's worth the $6 to find out. No, when this goes on Netflix, yes, for free with your buddies when you're drinking, yes, watch this on Netflix so you can go, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, do not watch it anywhere else. This is fucking terrible. It's predictable. About the second shot of the greenhouse, I'm like, oh hey, that fucking dude's wife's in the greenhouse. Fuck, obviously, why the fuck else would they be looking at the greenhouse so much? He's got a dead-ass wife. She's in the greenhouse.
The thing this movie had going for it was there were several scenes that were unintentionally hilarious. Several scenes that were unintentionally hilarious. With scenes that you're supposed to go, and we're, ha! Ha ha! Like, it shows a flashback of a guy going, and this is a true story, the guy that went nuts in the Winchester office and shot a bunch of people. That really happened. And when they showed that, he's just plugging people left and right. It's a Winchester rifle at close range, and they're fucking barely bleeding.
Yeah.
I've shot a Winchester rifle. I've actually shot one of those old repeaters. They'll blow a hole through you that fucking big at close range. You'd be like, you'd be coughing up blood and shit. Woman gets shot directly in the chest. There's a little red dot there, and she's, oh, I'm dead.
That dude was crazy all the way. He was mad because his two brothers got killed in the war. He went and shot up the place that made the guns. That God, why? That's why we have NRA. People like that.
Yeah, people like that hadn't existed. We wouldn't have a terrorist organization like the NRA.
Oh, it's their fault. They made those guns. This old lady that married the fucking guy that was named Winchester that invented the gun that had absolutely nothing to do with the fucking guns and didn't support him in any way. She was only against being violence. His fucking wife. Oh, let's go haunt this bitch and let's blame her. Really?
That's so stupid. No, she really thought that. Sarah Winchester was insane.
Oh yeah, she was crazy, but God.
Yeah, I shouldn't say this on camera, but I do lean slightly to the left with my politics, but the one thing I don't lean that way on is the whole idea of the people who blame the gun. And this movie almost had that undertone to it, but you're like, no, the movie's not smart enough to have a political undertone.
No.
Whoever made this movie wasn't socially conscious enough, and if they did, I didn't. It hit on deaf ears.
Enough to let you know that was a message of it.
But there was no message. The message of this movie was, it's a good thing this movie exists, so when people watch it in film schools, they can go, don't make that.
Yeah, that's the only point of this movie. Mm-hmm. God, it was terrible.
Is to be learned from the mistakes of the past. Yes, filmmakers review this movie and go, I can't do that to the people again.
I don't think I've huffed in so many movies, like so many times in one movie. Out of anything, like just every scene, it's like,
I've never checked this movie was an hour and 38 minutes. I've never checked my phone for the time as many times during the movies I did during this. I checked my phone, I'm not kidding,
Please be over.
It's like 11:46. Fuck, there's still 15 minutes left.
Oh my God.
I have an idea for a movie now I want to make. It's going to be about a guy who goes to a movie that's really fucking terrible. And so he goes nuts in a theater and kills everybody, but he haunts the house of the guy who owns the studio that made the movie. There was one scene, I don't know if you knew why I was laughing. But there's a scene where they show, like, she invented these tubes that you yell in them and they can go from one. And
the finger came out.
The fingers started coming out like this. I'm like, I wanted to lean, so I think I know what's going to come out of the hole next.
What's fucked up is that's what I was totally thinking too. Like, there's supposed to be a wiener popping out of that hole.
I've seen glory hole porn. I know what's going to happen next. or just picturing him with the finger coming through him, turning around, pulling his pants down. Is that finger for me? Oh, Jesus. You know what? I don't want to tell my wife how bad this movie was. She's going to see it tomorrow and then watch this video. Like, no, honey, it really wasn't that bad. You're going to have a great time.
You'll love it. You like terrible things, you're going to love it.
She does like a lot of things that suck. She likes Kesha. Oh, my God.
I have to laugh so I don't cry. That's how bad it was.
You have to remind yourself that in life there are things that make you happy. Regardless of what this movie's intention was. Oh, God, Jesus fucking Christ. That was an experience. And you know, if the movie had been horrible all throughout, I wouldn't have been so mad. But it tricked me at first to think, this wasn't as bad as people said it was. And by the third act, I'm like, ah!
The house was cool.
Yeah.
Like, it had good, like, the set design was awesome.
Oh, the shots, the environment this created was actually, that's another thing that makes me upset about this, because I know this movie made by the right people would have been a good movie. Use all the same actors, get a different director in a different studio, but make the director like the director of photography or assistant director, because he knows how to shoot a film. He just doesn't know how to direct one.
You know, the major area they fucked up was trying to make it too much of a scary movie.
Yes, they should have focused more on the drama.
You could have had a drama movie with ghosts in it, and it doesn't have to be scary. It's not a fucking scary story. It's a true story turning into a thing. You could have portrayed that without trying to fucking be like, oh, look, a monster behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, turn the mirror and see the monster. Fuck that.
If they hadn't done it so much, like in the first time they do that jump scare, it actually was a little effective. Like the mirror turns sideways and you see this monster's face, and then you don't see the whole face. And that's the best part of that scene, because you don't see the whole face.
The only one spot that I thought was cool was when he's walking through the fucking house with the dude, the butler dude.
I did like that scene.
He fucking like walks to the steps and turns around and he's like, he's a monster. Like, that was cool. That
was an effect. I will give the movie that. I actually did kind of enjoy that like minute and a half of this hour and 40-minute film. That minute and a half was all right.
Yeah, that was it, though. The rest of it, fucking suck one.
And, well, I will say this, too. The kid was not a very good actor.
Oh, that fucking kid. When he jumped off that roof, I was hoping that was the end of that fucking kid. No, but some fucking asshole ran over there and caught him. Well, hilariously, they would have both been all kinds of fucked up.
I was waiting for Cartman to come out. Gingers have no souls.
Yeah, that would have improved the movie so much.
Yes. So, don't see the fucking movie. I can't remember what it was, but there was a fucking horrible trailer before this movie, and what was it? Because I want to talk about that before we go into spoilers. I can't remember what it was, but I remember, and we both were like, what the fuck was that? Do you remember? It was like the last trailer that we got.
No, we got Tyler Perry, we got Slender Man.
Slender Man, Acrimony, Red Sparrow.
Red Sparrow.
And there was one other trailer, and it just looked terrible. I don't know. Can't remember. There was one other I wanted to talk about it, and I don't remember it now, but it just looks so
I don't remember it either.
They're remaking the movie Overboard.
Oh, yeah.
But they're switching the roles.
Anna Faris. Yeah.
Okay. Overboard only worked, one, because Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are both very good actors, and they were actually a couple at the time, so their romance was believable. It was definitely a product of the time. You couldn't, 5 years before it, you couldn't have made it. 5 years after, you couldn't have made it. That was a movie that was a product of its time, and remaking it now, it looks so fucking stupid. I'm not the biggest fan of the original, but I think it's okay. It's funny. But that, oh, Jesus Christ. Everything's a pratfall.
Fucking terrible.
It looks so bad.
We might have to see it though.
Oh, if there's nothing else showing, because if nothing else shows next week, we might very well go see Peter Rabbit.
I mean, it can't be worse than fucking Winchester.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the go-to. Like, let's see it. It can't be worse than Winchester. We have to find something worse than this.
Next week is my birthday, so we're gonna hang out and party, and we're gonna do a drunk review of the Emoji Movie. Which, if you watch my top 5 worst films of the year list, it was number 1 by a long shot. It's the worst movie. I would rather sit through Winchester than Emoji Movie.
Wow.
Yes, because I could have fun with how bad Winchester is. I could see us watching that movie at your house, having a couple drinks, and just screaming at the screen.
If we could have just made comments the whole time like I wanted to. Okay, spoilers. Fucking ghost bullets. What the fuck? There's a goddamn ghost bullet.
Okay, from this point on, if you don't want to know how this movie ends, well, ghost bullet, stop it there. Go ahead.
The motherfucker has a ghost bullet in his pocket, carries around the whole fucking movie. Apparently, you can shoot a fucking ghost with a gun that he used to kill people with, and the regular bullets don't fucking hit the ghost. They go right through the ghost because he's a fucking ghost. And there's a gun, you can't shoot a fucking ghost with a gun, right? No, wrong. Because if you have a fucking ghost bullet in your fucking pocket, you can pull it out, put it in the gun, you can shoot the fucking ghost with it.
The bullet, he was shot by a Winchester rifle, and he died for a couple minutes, which
was kind of a hilarious scene because his wife totally fucking accidentally shot him and killed him and then blew her brains out.
Yeah. But he lived. He went under for a couple minutes and then he was revived. The bullet that shot him, he had it taken out and made into a new bullet. So here's what I think the director was trying to do. Well, since the bullet went with him to the other side, but then he came back, it could then be, because it then had a connection to the ghost world, it could kill ghosts. I get that explanation, but it's still really fucking stupid.
Fucking stupidest goddamn thing.
I understand why you did what you did. It's still dumb.
Oh, really? That's how you're gonna end your terrible, terrible movie, with a ghost bullet. Oh my God, it's got fucking Together Forever engraved on the side of it. And it's a fucking bullet that shot somebody. It's a lead bullet. The fucking bullet would mushroom and deform when it shot into you. Wouldn't just be a fucking bullet still.
You wouldn't be able to reform it.
You could not refurbish that bullet into another fucking bullet because that's impossible. It doesn't work like that. Ghost bullets. Fucking for real. I was so fucking pissed off. Like, no, as soon as he shot the motherfucker, and like, bang, bang, they're going right through. Like, no, please no.
I thought it's the same. Are they going to say that his bullet that he's been carrying around?
And then the lady's like, we have to find another way to kill him. Like, please, no. Like, just do a chant or something. Come on, no. And he's like, bling! Light bulb came on. He's like, I think I have a solution. Ghost bullet!
Ghost bullets! When there's something stupid on the movie screen, you're gonna call
Ghost bullets!
If this movie had Winston Zeddemore in it, it would have been a much better film.
No.
I say that because Winston Zeddemore was on Blue Bloods last night.
Oh, yeah.
Ernie Hudson was on there. It was pretty cool. But anyway, so here's a thing I have to close this on: the irony of the message of the film. Don't you find it ironic that a movie that's about letting go of the past, they made it take place in 1906?
Okay,
You're letting go of the past, but you made it based on.
Here's my biggest problem.
It exists.
The guy. Okay, the guy is the same guy. He went into the place. He's pissed off at Winchester. He's fucking murdered by a bunch of cops with Winchesters. That's the whole reason why his spirit is hanging around and haunting this lady. So, what do? They fucking kill his ghost with a Winchester rifle, and now he's at peace. How the fuck is he at peace? You killed him 2 goddamn times with the same fucking gun!
If they kill him one more time with the same gun, he gets a free sub.
God. Is it Quiznos?
Is there still Quiznos? The one around here closed. I never got to eat at it.
I was by one the other day.
Oh, God. I have not. I've never eaten Quiznos.
Over in Blue Ash. There's one in Blue Ash still.
There's still rallies around, too. You just got to find them.
Don't go to the one in Hamilton.
I know the one over in Forest Park is actually pretty good, if it's still away.
The best one is on Madison Avenue off of Red Bank.
Oh, that's over in Oakley? or Hyde Park or that area.
Down
Norwood.
from that.
Mount Lookout. That's well, I know that's that area.
Right by Red Bank Road.
There's one near when you get closer to downtown off Spring Grove.
Yeah, that one's really good.
It's
too.
the ghettoest looking place, but the food is so good
yeah,
there.
That's a really good one.
It looks like it's closed from the outside, but you get in there and it's like it's fucking delicious.
Don't go to the McDonald's around the corner from there.
In the morning, their breakfast food's good.
Not very good. Lunchtime, it's not good.
People who aren't from out there, I actually have somebody watching my videos who lives over in Ireland, and she's going to be watching this. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? If you ever come to Cincinnati, don't eat.
Don't even go to Spring Grove Avenue because you might get killed.
There's a giant cemetery, the second largest cemetery in the United States, I think.
Yeah,
I think that is next to
it's a big one.
Yeah, I think next to Arlington, it's the So, 2 thumbs down. The critics are giving this a D+. I'm agreeing.
4 thumbs down.
It's not worth the money. Don't go see it. Jumanji's still in theaters.
Yeah, go see Jumanji.
Hostiles we watched last week. Spend your money on that because that's not making enough money, and that was a great fucking movie.
Go to your Walmart, search the fucking $4 bin for a copy of Tropic Thunder. Watch that. It's a fucking great movie. It's way better than this.
You know what I saw for the I hope we're not running on too long, but we probably are. I saw
they already tuned out a long time ago.
I saw the movie Wish Upon, which the trailers looked terrible, and I went into it thinking it was going to be terrible, and it was terrible, but it was a lot of fun. Go get Wish Upon. It's $9 on Blu-ray at Best Buy right now. Joey King's performance, the girl from The Conjuring, and she was also in White House Down. She's amazing in the film. Watch that instead. Do not spend your money on this movie.
Yeah, don't.
I had a free ticket and I want my money back.
Yeah, I think we should go in there and ask for refunds.
Go in there with Smith & Wesson rifles, like, well, you know what's up, motherfucker?
We saw Winchester. We want our money back.
I just want that time back.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've ran on way too fucking long talking about a movie we didn't even fucking like, so.
It's usually the way it goes.
Next week, I don't know what we're back with because there's a possibility that Shape of Water is getting another theatrical release, a larger release because it was nominated for Academy Awards. So if that shows up, we might see that. If not, we might see Peter Rabbit.
We might be even more mad next week.
Oh, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I don't think I'll be sober for that one.
No. I don't think I will be either.
All right, we'll see you then.
See ya.